What's going on, y'all? It has been a while since we've chatted and I've made a video for y'all, and I apologize greatly, but I've got a huge campaign coming ahead of me where I'm riding to 120 Harley-Davidson dealerships for Harley's 120th anniversary. We're doing it all for charity, and I've dubbed it the Great American Convoy because I'm hoping riders from all over the country, and I've even heard some are coming from Canada, are going to join me at each dealer stop. And we're going to create this convoy across America, raising money and honoring 120 years of Harley-Davidson. And in today's video, I'm going to give you a few updates. Probably not all the information you're looking for, but at least let you know what's going on. Now, I have been spending most of my time with my nose in my computer, okay? Because listen, 120 stops, and Harley-Davidson wanted me to end at the anniversary party in Milwaukee, which meant I had a lot less time. Sorry, my phone. Just silence that somehow. Okay. Which means I had a lot less time to pull this off than I wanted. Originally I wanted 4 months, but because of that deadline, I was limited to like 80, I think it's 5 days I'm gonna have to do this. So it's gonna be nearly 30,000 miles in like 85 days. I'm leaving from the Spring Fling in Eureka Springs. I had already committed to going to that rally, and frankly, it's one of my favorite rallies. So I had to do that as my launch date, which left me a small window to get this done, and it means I have absolutely going to be hurting on this trip. It's going to be a grind. It is going to be the hardest thing I've done in a long time, maybe even harder than my big tour to 702 dealers because the short time frame. I've got to bang every day, morning, night, 12 hours a day, 3 months straight, no days off. This convoy is going to be some work. So I've been spending a lot of time in that computer, like I say, working on it, and today I'm getting out. I'm going to film a little video for y'all and get some stuff done around this campground that I've really needed to get done. Like, example, I've been running this buggy around the woods and collecting. Now listen, y'all tell me, does this make me an old man? I don't know if this makes me an old man or not, but I just really love mossy rocks. When you start collecting rocks and watching birds, I'm pretty sure that's a sign that you're getting old, but I don't care. I just enjoy it. I like using them for landscape. And we've just got all these unique rocks out here that are just beautiful. I mean, you go to town, you pay big money for those, and I'm able to pick them right out of the woods, right here on the campground, and use them for our landscaping. So like I said, filming 120 parties in 90 days and 120 fundraisers in 90 days. It's less than 90 days. I think it's like 85 days. Incredible task because each party and each dealer stop and each fundraiser is important in its own right, and each has to be done with a different dealership who's individually owned, and all those negotiations of time and what they're going to do and what I'm going to do have to happen individually. So it's an incredible amount of discussion and phone calls and emails and just a lot of work to make all those contacts. You spend that much time sitting in front of the computer, you just want to get out and get your hands a little dirty. Now I do have the dump bed on this Kubota here, but see this moss comes off real easy. So I don't really want to use the dump bed today. We're doing it all by hand. All in all, it's taking an entire team to get this figured out and to get this scheduled. The miles in between each stop, where the stops are going to be, which dealerships we're stopping at, and then even where I'm sleeping. Like, you know, sometimes I have to sleep between 2 dealership stops. Sometimes I need to make it to the city. Figuring out all those miles, all those timelines, how many hours in a day I have. Plus, I have to make time to stop and make videos like this while I'm out there on the road. It really takes an entire team to make that happen. Like I said, I got a agency called Indie Collab, and I've worked with this guy on and off for quite a few years, and his company's really helping me nail all this stuff down. But today I'm taking a little break from the computer and from the emails and from the phone calls, and I'm taking you all along while I tackle a few projects on this campground. Now, if you've watched some of my videos in the past, you know that way up in the mountains I'm building this cabin for a buddy of mine, Jeff Tabor. He owns Tabor's Automotive there in Paris, and he's actually fixing my old Ford pickup truck that I got from my father. And he wants an entrance kind of like my entrance, so we're going to build him one. So I'm hooking up to the 16-foot trailer here, and we're going to haul it with my little Kubota here. I think these things are good for like 1,600 pounds. I don't think we'll get that heavy today, but it's gonna be pretty heavy because we're hauling a big tree. It appears one of my safety chains broke. This is what happens when you just let random people use your equipment, stuff breaks, and then they don't fix it, and then you go to use it and you realize your stuff's broke. All right, so this is our entrance. This is the entrance I'm talking about here. You can see there's a big old cedar tree. While it's hard to tell, probably in the camera, these trees are really big. I mean, there's no way I can put my hand all the way around them. They're huge. And they're our entrance. And while we've got a crossbeam up there, which is about 18 feet in the air, and the span is pretty wide too, what he's looking for is probably just like 3 posts on either side of his driveway without the top, where he can put like a gate in the middle. So this is kind of what I'm looking to build, but for my buddy Tabor. So I got a tree cut down way back in the woods. We're gonna get it loaded onto this trailer and get it back over here to the property so we can start peeling the bark off of it. All right, we got the trailer off. See if we can drag this tree out of here. Well, I said, you know, I had to cut the timeline down because Harley wanted me to end at that party. I really think they were right for it. And I got to give them a lot of credit. They've really been standing behind the social media community. People that are actually out there riding. There was a day and time when, you know, you'd only see Harley Davidsons work with big Hollywood films, and now they're working with real riders like me and so many others across the country. And one of the things they did with me recently, I'm really excited about, you guys. I'm excited to share this with y'all because, I mean, it means a lot to me. You look at Harley Davidson, I mean, it is a global brand. It's a big brand. And they've worked with so many other brands when it comes to making their t-shirts. They've worked with like the Rolling Stones, I think even Aerosmith, Disney. So they've worked with a few other brands, but I think Evel Knievel and now myself are the only 2 individual names I've seen that they've done with t-shirts. This first t-shirt we're doing together is the Harley Davidson Adam Sandoval t-shirt, and it is honoring the Great American Convoy. So go over to my website, you can actually pre-order them now, and we'll be selling them through the entire Great American Convoy campaign. And you know, maybe you'll come see me on the road and you'll be wearing the very first Adam Sandoval Harley Davidson branded t-shirt. I'm really excited about this, y'all. This is a really high moment for me, and I can't thank Harley Davidson enough for standing behind me, and y'all enough for bringing me to this point. I just hope I can do a lot of good on this tour. And these t-shirt sales, this is how I afford to put gas in my tank. So y'all, please go on my website, support me, support this convoy. It's taking a lot of work, a lot of people to put this together, and this t-shirt is one of the ways you can help me make it a reality. AdamSandoval.com, go check it out, you can pre-order it, and we'll have them shipped out well before I leave on the campaign. So there it is, the tree we got cut down. It's a pretty big cedar tree. I think it's probably, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna call that 20 feet long. We'll see when we get it on the trailer. All right. Now this tree is on the wrong side of this stump, so I'm hoping I can use this as a slide and get it over this tree stump, There's a good chance I won't get it over the stump just yet. One way or another, we're getting this girl over the stump. All right, make sure I'm in 4-wheel drive. Got my differential locked. We're ready to give it a whirl. I was a little worried that soupy mud was gonna get me stuck in there, but the old Kubota, she's got the grit. Now I'll just grab the tractor and I'll get this thing loaded on the trailer. And just like that, we've got a tree harvested for the woods. We'll get it up, get the stripping process started, and get to work on it. Man, I tell you, I don't have a whole lot of time left before I'm on the road, so I hope to release the schedule to y'all this week, maybe even tomorrow, depending on what day this video drops.